That V6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been, could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate, we need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can't say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car till you get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you.
All right, right, guys, what is going on? It is Sunday. We're gonna have a nice, relaxing kind of a Q&A session going on today. Saw Charlie Lynn in the chat. What's going on? Not sure if you're still there, Charlie, but welcome. Thanks for showing up. Let's do a quick roll call and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I kind of want to go over Neoxa again because I saw some people in my Discord talking about it. So I think it's being manipulated, but I don't know for sure. We'll see what happens in a couple days. So we got, it's, my thing is blocking it, the stupid ad thing. Hold on, I gotta click stuff. There we go. All right, so we got Andre 23007. What's going on? Zapirate, Sling Buzz, Dave Collins, Charlie Lynn. What's going on? What's happening? Seb Chap S. We need the button. Fudweiser. I almost gave you the evil voice for a second there. It was on the wrong one. Seb Chaps, Dave Collins, Fudweiser again. The Travelers Travels. Hugo Down, what is going on? Gamer Kid, Arcs Crypto, Travelers Travels, Faith Bassarin, X64-bit player, Artix 2121 Pro. What's going on? Nethine? I butchered that. I apologize. Dear Dobie, Chief, what's going on, Chief? What's happening? DM Mining, D Mining, what's going on, D Mining? Why did I say DM Mining? I don't know. D Mining, Quad Spawner. It jumped on me. Perkster, John, Merck, Aircraft. I'm failing this stream horribly already. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. I suck. Horrible stuff. So I'm gonna see. Can I still tag Charlie? I'm gonna go at Charlie here. Oh yeah, Charlie's still here. He's probably, off somewhere. He's a busy guy. Charlie's a busy guy. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Charlie Lynn, this is his YouTube channel right here. And he actually released a video the other day about the world's first liquid-cooled Ethereum and ETC ASIC miner. So that's kind of sweet here. As we know, Bitmain has their BTC liquid ones, but nothing for Ethereum or ETC. So that's cool. He does a lot of ASIC sellers. He's really great, very nice guy stuff, guys. So be sure to check out his YouTube channel. He's informful, and he can get you like good deals on things from China and stuff. And a lot of his videos actually go over all that. So, be sure to check out his channel, give him a helping hand, but you can see how to import stuff from China and stuff like that. So he's a very cool, nice guy. And he's actually sending me one of those Intel A380s to play around with. I do believe the 3070 version Intel is supposed to be releasing somewhere fairly soon. I still don't know the details on that, but it'll be very, very interesting stuff. Anyway, how's it going, guys? What's going on? You guys have questions, at me, super chat me, whatever you got to do to get my attention. We'll go through it. But yeah, earlier, about an hour ago or so, someone in Discord said, I am moving to Neoxa. It's the most profitable coin. It is. That's actually, let's check out what to mine to see what it's telling us right now. So a single 3070, for example. Yeah, Neoxa's first place, $1.09 after power. If you're on a variable power rate, you probably do not want to mine Kapow algorithms, but that's just me just saying. But regardless, yeah, it's number one. But I do think there's a lot of manipulation going on with this price right now. It's insane. So if we scroll down, let's take a look at this. We kind of went through this yesterday. But Neoxa here is on TaxBit and $1.6 million in trading volume. And then we got Trade Ogres at 118,000. These are still decent volumes, but you can see well over 90% of the volume is happening on TaxBit.io. And you cannot send your Neoxa. If you've been mining Neoxa for the past, however long, you cannot send it to this exchange. They do not accept intake of the coins yet. The only way you can trade on there is if you buy them. So you got to buy them and trade them. You cannot send your mine tokens there. It does look like today's the 4th. On the 6th, you will be able to finally start enabling trading. They'll start accepting the coin. And at that point, remember, since the 51% attack, Neoxa also has 720 confirmations. At 2-minute block times, that is about 12 hours to send your coins to an exchange. So once this opens up, we got to wait an additional 12 hours for coins to hit the exchange. And then I'm assuming we may see a lot of sell pressure going on Neoxa. So around the 7th or 8th, we could potentially see some more prices increasing. Yeah, for sure. But this will open up the floodgates for people taking profits. And, we're sitting at an all-time high on this coin in a bear market. I think people are probably going to be taking a lot of profits here, and we could see the coin crashing down. On top of that, we're still early into the winter, and I foresee the whole market still coming down. So I really think there's a big trap coming in the Oxa right now, and it's being artificially pumped because in theory, you can only buy the coin right now. You can't sell it yet. So what happens if you can only buy something? Obviously, the price will just keep going up. So kind of keep that in mind, guys. Kind of keep that in mind going to the future. If you buy in now, it may be the top. Again, I'm not a trader. It may keep on going up. We know it could be 5 cents. It could be 50 cents in a couple of months' time for all we know. We have no idea. It's crypto, but I really think if they never got 51% attacked previously and they opened up trades right when it got listed and being able to send coins, I don't think we would have seen 50% of the levels that it's currently hit. We would have seen some increases, but I don't think it would maybe hit 0.005, maybe half a cent, which is a nice gain, but I don't think we would have hit this high. But again, it's very interesting to see, but just keep that in mind, guys, that there's a lot of background stuff going on here where you legitimately cannot sell the coin on that exchange right now. And that's where all the volume currently is. Well, most of it. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Scrolling up, I see some ads. I see some stuff going on. We got Visit Us. RabidMining, do you know what Rio is? If yes, where do you use it? What do you mean by use it? Do you mean by sell it? I've tried Rio a long time ago. It's been quite a while, actually. Rio is actually on one of the best algorithms I consider for GPU miners. So here's Rio currency right now. It's paying out $190 a day to its miners. Not too bad. If the hash rate's low enough, you know what? It'll be profitable. Looks like Trade Ogre. If you want to sell, Trade Ogre looks like it has Rio right here. We got South Exchange and crew24.com. So I would go with Trade Ogre. Obviously, I do enjoy Trade Ogre. It's non-KYC if that matters to some of you guys. But Trade Ogre, you can utilize Rio. But it uses Crypto Night GPU. And the DAG size never increases and it's very low. I believe it's only like 1 point some gigabytes. So you could probably mine this on a 2 gigabyte GPU even. But yeah, the DAG file never increases on this. So once you can mine it with a GPU, you're good to go. Pretty much like Flux. I believe the DAG doesn't increase on that either. But yeah, there's Rio. You can buy and sell it at Trade Ogre if that was your question. Hopefully it helps you out if that's what your question was. If it doesn't, just at me again. Ask the question again. ARTX 2121 Pro. When will you sell your Solaris? Sell my Solaris? What are you talking about? I don't have Solaris. Do I have Solaris? I don't know. I might have a little bit of I don't think I have Solaris, honestly. So I don't know what you mean by when I'm going to sell it. I don't have any to sell. Oh, craziness. I'm going all out on Ergo. Neox is too power hungry for me. Yeah, I agree with you. And we kind of talked about this yesterday. It's probably the video I'm going to release tomorrow. I'm going to get into recording it later. But I think initially, Ergo is going to be your best coin to mine first after the merge because of the way the difficulty adjusts. It's going to take a couple days for that difficulty to adjust to the network. So everyone's going to be mining it day one after the merge, first 2 days, and the difficulty is not going to be going up. And then eventually, a day or two will go by and all of a sudden, bam, it's going to spike and people will be like, well, okay, time to move off. But I can already see what's going to happen. Like I can see, oh, the merge happened. I'm still profitable on Ergo. This is awesome. Because they don't understand how these networks work, guys. It is a very slow adjusting difficulty. So it may remain profitable for a couple days. But after that, say goodbye to those profits. And it's going to take even longer once people move off for that difficulty to even come back down to a level. So, if you play the game right, you can utilize Ergo probably once or twice a week, week and a half to gain decent profits. Because as miners move off, it'll take 4 days or so for the difficulty to drop, and then you can move back on there. So, if you play the cards right, swap into Ergo, every 6 to 7 days may make you some decent profits on it. But that's just part of the game. You still got to figure out what coins to mine in the meantime while you're waiting for all this to play out, as well as watching these blockchains and difficulties. Yeah, so hopefully that wasn't actually a question. That was just, I guess, my own 2 cents on the situation. Visit us. No, not to sell. I mean, like literally use it on sites and such. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what the use case is for pretty much all these coins. I have no idea what the use case is for them. All that matters to me is how much are they paying to the miners? What's my hash rate on the coin? And what's the and like how profitable is that time? I don't care about anything else on this is what the coin's used for, that's for that, hodl to the end, yada, yada, yada. All I really look at is profitability and how much am I going to make today for mining that coin today? Am I going to mine this coin or that coin? And remember, just because a coin is garbage or everyone hates on it or something, if it's making you money, it's okay to mine that coin. You can just swap it into something like Flux or Ergo or Bitcoin or whatever you want to ride up into the next bull run, or sell it off, pay for your power, whatever. But to mine for profits, it doesn't matter what you mine as long as you're able to get at least over what you're paying for power. It's going to be a game-changing thing once the merge goes through here. Do you think S switching to POS will prove the crypto market is created by miners? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you referring to maybe ETH is probably going to crash or something? I really think if the merge and everything goes through smoothly, that ETH is going to see some new all-time highs and it's going to explode even more in the next bull run. But at the same time, it has a lot of vulnerabilities and I guess attack vectors in the back end and stuff. And the devs don't really care right now. They know about them. They're kind of excluding them because really they just want to hit POS and get it over with. And then they can start working on the other things they got to do to improve their POS platform. But I really think no matter what, the merge will go through and then they'll start to implement their fixes. But yeah, if everything's smooth, it's going to explode. But if they do have issues and it gets taken down, or if something bad happens, then it's going to hurt S market definitely and drastically. And not only that, it will have a ripple effect across other coins because ETH is a big deal. It's a major network with a lot of users. So if it does see major delays or issues or downtime, that's going to affect a lot of people. And a lot of people could lose a lot of money. So definitely eyes are going to be all over it. They really got to be careful here, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem like they're trying to be that careful. So I don't really know. I don't know if I really answered your question, but I think it all comes down to if it does good or not, if it's a smooth transition. And you have to wait a couple weeks. It does, just because they may call it a success in the first 24, 48 hours, but say in a month down the road, is it still doing good? Look what happened with that Geth thing a couple of weeks ago. They've been running. Geth is their largest, I guess, node source on the whole POS platform and on all the mining pools. It's the majority of the software that is used on Ethereum. And then all of a sudden, everything's been stable. Then bam, they had issues and all the Geth nodes pretty much went offline. So I was like 70% of ETH like literally went down. So, whoa, what's going on here? That's not good. So if something like this happens on POS, that would be a major issue. So we do have to wait to see what happens after the merge goes through. And it may take a couple weeks. It may take 6 months or something. We don't know. But if something bad happens, it's not going to look good. All right, moving on. Uh-oh, it just jumped on me. So where were we at here? ATX 21 Pro. RabidMining. I was thinking of Roblox. You were thinking of Roblox? Okay. Yeah. I have heard, I did talk to Neoxa, the devs, a while back, say, okay, you're going into Minecraft. And I let them know, I'm like, I don't like Minecraft. Why are you putting on Minecraft all the time? Yes, it has so many users, a lot of kids. There's also adults and stuff on it as well. And Minecraft could change their terms of services at any time. That's kind of why it was all delayed because of it. But they did said they have looked into Roblox and it's probably going to come sometime in the future, which I would be more excited for over Minecraft. I don't really care about Minecraft personally. And they look into Roblox. They were also talking about Ark Survival Evolved. Some of you guys that follow my gaming channel, I play it as a dinosaur survival game. It's wicked. It's about 5 years old. Ark 2 is coming out because they can implement Neoxa into any game that allegedly allows mods. And Ark can be heavily modded on private servers and single player and stuff. So that's awesome. And they did say, yeah, Ark is actually fairly easy to implement. So I was like, oh my gosh, you guys got to do that. I would play the crap out of that game if you guys added Neoxa into Ark, because you can do so many things there. Unlike Minecraft, where you run around and you hit things and stuff, you can legitly have your gachas crapping out, you know, Neoxa coins, and you can have like veins that have this, and harvesters and smelters. It's just an insane world wrapped around Neoxa and stuff, which is kind of cool. So, no, I do think they have a bright future in the gaming world. They can definitely said they can do all this stuff in the games I even play myself. So that's awesome. Visit us. How about Monero then? Are there any sites I can use it on? Monero is adapted and I don't know exactly where it all is, but yes, you can use Monero in some places to pay for things. Yes, so Monero definitely has a bigger use case. It's also the biggest privacy coin out there. It's a CPU mineable coin. You can mine it on a GPU if you want, but it doesn't mean it's a good idea. You're hardly getting any hash rates and you're burning up a crap ton of power. Way better off on a CPU when you're dealing with XMR and Monero. But yeah, it's privacy. I believe the IRS still has like a 900,000 plus reward out for the past couple of years. It's slowly growing because they're trying to figure out how to get it tracked, and no one has been able to break that code yet. So that's very, very interesting. And obviously, I think just the way the world is in general and how more people are moving towards more of a privacy thing, we could see, you know, it's wishful thinking. People have been saying this for years, but, you know, XMR could explode if people really start using it for its privacy features. So we always got to keep that in the back of our mind as well. My thoughts is wherever miners go, they will create a market there, and hype, other POS always end up second fiddle. Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, of course, miners, but you got to remember though, like, it's kind of funny thinking about there's always going to be a hype stuff. That is true, but it also depends in, you know, the world you're in. Ourselves, we're in the mining world. Now, if we went to, you know, if we're big on Solana and stuff and we were traders and stuff, we might, you know, be in this, you know, Solana world, Cardano world, and not really hear anything about the mining world at all. So it's all kind of, you know, your own niches that you're in. So to us, like everywhere we look, and because we're subscribed to like mining stuff and mining Twitter posts and Twitter people, we're loaded with mining news and mining stuff all over the place. But there are people that don't really follow it, which means they're not really getting any of that. Now, the big thing with Ethereum and miners is that it became so profitable in 2021, like $14 a day on a 3090 ROI and paying off a $2,000 GPU in like 3-4 months. That's absolutely insane. And then we have the shortages and we have all the gamers mad at miners. And yes, everybody was talking about it, but I did do the video on the great GPU reset, and I don't think we're going to be at anywhere near these levels in the next bull run. Because once hash rate comes off and the profitability, I really don't think anywhere near what we've seen in the previous bull run. Even at new all-time highs on Ravencoin and everything, we're not going to see as big of an influx of miners come back into it because the profitability is not going to be as insane as it was in the past with Ethereum. We need massive, we need like $900 flux. We need $2,500 ergo. These are some of the prices we need to hit in order for that to happen again. I really don't see that happening anytime soon. I'm not saying it won't happen. It definitely could. These chains have massive potential for the future. And if they do this, yes, of course, we're going to have a lot of attention. Gamers are going to be PO'd again. You know, PC Gamer Magazine and all these places will be talking about mining again. And that will cause more of an uproar. I just don't think we're going to see it at the same level. Not for a little while anyway, until these coins actually mature. But again, hey, you never know. It could happen. It definitely could. I just don't think it actually will. But, you know, I don't know everything. I don't really know much. I'm just going off a hunch here, and I don't see it happening based on the current numbers that everything has right now. Okay, so what do we got going on here? When will you start Junior Bitcoin Miner series? Because there is new summer update. Oh yeah, there. Oh, Roblox again. Yes, there is this some like I'm idle in it right now. Like legitly, I'm here. Let me show you guys. Let's open it up. Bam, and then I'll come back into here. Oh yeah, we're on the right one. So I'm hanging out. I'm just idle in Roblox currently right now. Just, you know, to show you if it loads. Come on, load. Doesn't want to load for me. Engage. Engage. It's broken. There you go. See? So I'm activated. It's in Roblox right now. It's mining myself some Solera. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Never mind. I was thinking Solana. Wow, I am way out of what I don't know how did I get Solaris and Solana mixed up? So I am mining Solaris in that. It's just been sitting there AFK for a while. You know, I'm not doing nothing. Let it gather up until I go back into ARC or whatever else. Need the server PC for something. I see where you're getting at. What am I going to sell the Solaris, which I have in the Roblox game? Why was I thinking Solana? Oh my gosh, I was totally wasn't even realizing what you're coming to. I get what's going on now. Oh, that's insane. All right, so anyway, yeah, I'll look into that. I haven't even gone to the summer event. I don't even know if it's probably over by now. I'm not sure. But continuing on, do we have any ats? Any ats going on here? Any questions? I like Rust, but it's a European server. Gives me 400 ping. That's insane. That's a big ping. CPU AM4 will be cheap, so we can all start a new mining farm. AM4. AM4, yeah, that's AM4. The prices will come down for sure. The 3000 series, the 5000 series. This AM5 is definitely going to be expensive. It's the brand new tech, and gamers will update and stuff. And as they do, yeah, they'll definitely see a price drop across the current gen of the CPUs and everything for sure. I definitely see that happening. Gamers will become miners, literally. Yeah, like pretty soon, you know, eventually, hopefully, as everyone starts adapting things and tech and crypto kind of merge more together, maybe we'll start to see like hash rates on the boxes. Wouldn't that be insane? Hash to watt ratios on GPU boxes or something. That'd be crazy just to think about. Again, who knows? Those kids will already have jobs at 8 years. Use Cake Wallet for Monero, then they let you buy gift cards with the Monero. Oh, really? Cake Wallet? I've never used Cake Wallet. I believe, what am I using? I think for my XMR, I'm using like, what's that wallet called? I think I'm using Exodus, I believe. I'm not sure. Gotta look to see where I have all my stuff. You stumbled on Kaka though recently. I heard some warnings about the devs. Anything we should be warned about? Now, I don't know the devs. I don't know anything. I know I have been getting messages to look into the coin, but that's pretty much it. You know, look into our coin, talk about it. But when it first released, the wallet, people were losing funds in other core wallets. It was attacking other wallets and stealing people's crypto. Therefore, it was contaminated with a virus or something. Now, we got Yeti to look into that wallet. And yes, there was some type of flaw in it that could be executed to get into other people's core wallets. Now, we cannot confirm if it was due to the dev doing it on purpose or if it was just a flaw in the wallet itself and some third party knew this and they were kind of, you know, utilizing this flaw to attack people. Regardless, they did update the wallet shortly after all this went down, and I've never tried it. So I don't know if it's fixed. I haven't heard anybody getting reports anymore. I just hear a lot of stuff. But as soon as you say something, I get hammered with DMs saying how I'm spreading lies or something. But the facts are, when it first came out, it was attacking people. So that's already a red flag in my books, right? You know, deal with it. It happened. So maybe they fixed it. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I'm not trying it. No, not anytime soon. I'm going to wait for a while to see how this whole thing plays out. So that's my 2 cents on that whole thing. I'd wait, see what happens. I don't know. You know what? Maybe we missed something pump. I don't know, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay. What do we got? They might be banned Neoxa. Who might? Minecraft? Well, they could change their terms of service. Now, currently Minecraft says no NFTs and stuff. They don't mind crypto, but at any time they could be like, okay, you know what? We want to get rid of all crypto. And that would be bad. Steam actually doesn't want anything crypto related on Steam. And last I checked, Rust is on Steam. So I don't know, either Steam doesn't know about the Rust Neoxa thing, or they're just kind of letting it slide. Maybe they took a kickback. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, guys. But they did say zero crypto, no coins, no NFTs, no nothing on Steam. And we know Rust is on Steam. So I don't know what's going on there yet. But it's very, we'll find out, I guess, in due time. What is this? They might be, it's a threat to kids. Which suckered all of us to buy 3070s for 1K? What? Who suckered who to buy 3070s for $1,000? I never paid $1,000 for a 3070. What did I pay? I think I paid 600 Canadian. Back when they first came out. Remember, I stood in line. I didn't pay any scalpers, nothing ever. I stood in line. I waited. I paid MSRP or less on everything. Except for that one time Fudweiser ripped me off. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke, guys. Everyone laugh. Hilarious stuff here. Anyway, moving on. Magic Lucky. Back when ROI on GPUs was under 100 days, I could never beat all the bots to get in. Yeah, that was bad. Bots. I forgot about the bot days. The bot days. That's what we're going to call it. Remember back in the bot days? But at least the bots prevented me from overbuying 3 to 4x MSRP. That's good call there, Magic Lucky. Definitely good call. Oh, thank you very much for the PLN $10. I need to end. Bye. All right, thank you for showing up. I will see you next stream on the next weekend, hopefully. Hey, I only charged triple MSRP. No, you didn't. I'm just joking. Oh, that's hilarious. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, no problem, Chris Rowe. Thank you for, showing up and enjoying the live streams. Well, you don't lose on investments until you sell and lock in capital losses. There's that. What do we got here? Is it useful, profitable to mine on a pool where there are hardly any miners? It all depends, as long as they're finding some blocks. Now, I have done previous tests when we were looking into like Raptorium and other coins where our plant usually dominates all these, new coins and stuff in terms of hash rate. But if you can get a nice middle ground of hash rate and you work the numbers, mega hash to block or hash rate to blocks found is usually or blocks to hash rate type of thing is usually higher on the middle pool. So you usually end up making more on a middle ground pool. But a lot of people, they don't have patience. You always got to see your intake slowly moving up. So it's like, awesome, I'm making some money. This is great. I'm getting my crypto. But usually patience is always key with everything. And the third, fourth, fifth pool, the middle ground pools usually end up making you more than the top pools and stuff. So again, it also comes down to luck, but most of the time you usually get more blocks found with less miners. And because there's less miners, you're getting bigger payouts per block and you end up with more coins. But people just, don't want to wait for that. They can't, it's been 6 hours since we found a block. I can't do this. My balance has been staying the same, but then, 3 days goes by. Oh, wow, my balance is huge. This is awesome. That's kind of how it works out there. What's TechBad? What's going on, TechBad? Welcome. You made it. No casino today? You can't mine Neoxa through the game. Just make it. Maybe that is the loophole. Maybe. I don't understand. I didn't try it. Like I said, I don't have Minecraft. I don't like Minecraft. There was a couple days I thought, okay, I'm going to try Minecraft. Let's check out this Neoxa thing. I go to the Minecraft website, then it asks me to pay 30, 40 bucks for Minecraft. And as soon as I see that every single time, I'm like, nope, X, not paying for this game. This game, they should be paying me to try this game. Like, I'm not paying for a game that should be free. Roblox is free. Why are they making me pay for this garbage? The first Mario Brothers on the first NES has better graphics than Minecraft. And that was in in the 80s. Is Neoxa like RTM, pumping now but will lose in the end? I have no idea what Neoxa will do. I think RTM is going to have a huge explosion leading up to the next bull run. They got a lot of stuff. They're like, what do you say? One of those sleeping giants. I have a lot of faith in Raptorium exploding into the future to some new all-time highs. That'd be insane. Like they have a full-fledged MMO game in the works. And I just talked to Charlie from Raptorium the other day and asked him, any news going on? Because they don't really post much about their super news. They pretty much make sure things are ready. They're very active devs, and they're always hiring dev people for certain things if they need more help on things. But that's what you need in a coin, active devs that's developing. So they do have asset creations coming in. So what's an asset creation? Think of Dogecoin on the script algorithm with Litecoin. That's an asset on a chain. It's not forked from it, but you're creating assets. That's what we see on Ethereum, ETC, other coins. So there's asset creations coming on. There's NFTs dropping. They got a massive MMO coming out, being developed. It's currently working in the lore phases and stuff, and then eventually, and you know, they're having some rough times with everything in Ukraine because the developer is from Ukraine. So we'll see what happens there. But you know, you don't rush things like this. So I really think RTM, is gonna have a huge future, and they're gonna explode in the future, and that's what I'm waiting for. So I think it's a sleeping giant ready to explode. As for Neoxa, I don't know. I think right now it's a lot of manipulation and being pumped from people talking about it that don't really know what's going on with it, especially with like the attacks. No one's talking about the attacks, like the 12 hours. All you see a tweet or something, you know, Neox is pumping, awesome, but no one says, oh, but you have to wait 12 hours to sell your coins, or you can't even send your coin to the exchange that it's pumping on because they don't accept them yet. So I really think in the next week or so, we're going to see the true hands of Neoxa and we're going to see, is it going to maintain its price or is it going to crash and burn? And I really think the price will probably start dumping soon. But again, I don't know. Casino was last week. All right, casino was last week. What are you paying for CPUs for a total CPU rigs these days? I'm not sure. When I originally, I was around $1,000 a rig. I've seen some CPUs out there for around $400 or $500 still. I expect them to come down with the 7000 series. As for motherboards, some of the motherboards are still expensive. I don't know why. When I was building my X470, someone actually commented on my RTM build video from whatever, 10 months ago or something, whatever it was. And they're like, these motherboards are expensive. Like, they're like $150, $200 now for those MSI X470s. But when I bought them, I got them for like $85, $90. Like, they were cheap when I got them. That's why I got them. And they did amazing. They're great motherboards for mining on. But now, because, you know, scalpers like to get their hands on everything and do whatever they can to rip people off. So the prices are still kind of high on those, which is insane. At RabidMining, you're mad you do 1K per rig. You have like 30 CPUs rigs right now. 1K per rig? What? You do? Oh, are you talking about the price I'm paying? Yeah, when I built a bunch of those, it was about $1,000 per rig. Yeah. And I ordered when I got those other ones, they came out to about $500 per rig when I got those last 13 or something in. I got the whole lot of 13 rigs for like $4,000 or something like that, I think it was. And that's with power supplies, motherboards, CPUs, everything. And it was a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Hi, sorry, am I late? Hey, no problem, Putz. What's going on? You're deep into CPUs. Yeah, I'm very deep into CPUs. I'm very active on them. And, you know, they make decent money. There's some days where they're making, I don't even know. I believe there was one day on Duro, they were making 60 USD a day. It was insane. A couple days there, actually, for a week straight, actually, they did that. And then they dropped down to like, you know, 50 cents a day per rig. Then they're up to 90 cents. And then they're up to like, you know, maybe $1.50. It's variable all over the place. You just got to remain active, dude. I think today today's profitability on a 3900X is about 95 cents per 3900X. So, and they only use like 80 watts. So what is that? 85, 90 watts. Let me check out the power price here. Let's just say 90 watts times 24 divided by 1000. So in my power price, 0.15. So they use about 32 cents in power a day at 90 watts, and they're making about 95 cents right now. So they're about 40 to 50 cents profit right now per 3900X. So I have 20 some of them. So I'm about $12 profit per day right now. Mining, whatever, I didn't know what I switched. I think Urbis is the top coin today. Every day is a different coin, guys. Every day you got to move. This is what we got to learn. We got to learn the game. You got to be active. You got to move around every day. Check the profits, check the hash rates, see what each coin is paying out. And this is what you're going to need for your GPUs as well in the future. Yo, Rabid, over the next couple of weeks, I'll relocate my rigs. I am making a wind tunnel to keep them in. Oh, nice. A wind tunnel. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, keep that airflow moving and you're good. AMD EPIC 7551P. Dangerous. A lot of them are board locked. Which one's the 7551P? Let's take a look at that. EPIC 7551P. Which one are you? EPIC 7551P. 32 cores. Garbage. Garbage. I don't want that one. You want to know which one I'm really looking for? These ones. They're older. Okay, let's see. Epic 7. Oh, I can't remember what it is now. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. 7742. I'm looking for the Epic 7742s. Where is... Oh, man. They're 64 core monsters. So an Epic 7742, it's a few gens old. It's a 64 core, 128 threads. It has enough L3 cache to utilize all 128 threads. And it's really hard to find, and my screen's on the wrong one. But that's what I'm looking for, the 7442s for the most part. Unless you can find something better. So Epic 7442, where is the AMD? Right here. And most Epics are actually, it's hard to find. A lot of these server grade CPUs, they are locked to either a Dell motherboard or they're locked to an OEM. And it's really hard. And when you do find one that's not locked and it's open to any brand, then they're even more expensive. So it's really hard to find these types of CPUs. And when you do, like I said, it's expensive. But look at that, 64 cores, 128 threads, and 256 megabytes of L3 cache. Obviously, you divide that by 2. That is 128 fully utilization on the Ghost Rider algorithm. That's what we need. Max boost clock is 3.4. Obviously, we do not run into boost clock, so it costs too much. Base clock is only 2.25, but we're coming in with 64 cores here, guys. And it's, you know, it's decent. It's going to be fairly efficient too. TDP is 225 watts, which is we're 3-4 times as much as a, you know, a 5950X at a 105 TDP, but we're only double the TDP in terms of that. So each chip is actually hashing at less power, making it more efficient long term, but then they're expensive. But yeah, this is one of the CPUs I'm definitely trying to get. And speaking of that, look at this XMR hash rates, guys. Let's just try this. Epic 7742. Let's just look up hash rates. White B, nice hash. Epic, where is it? XMRig benchmarks. So what do we got here? 503. Look at that, 64,000 hashes on XMR. And I believe if you double up, you get around 120, 130 kilohash on XMR. That's insane. That's absolutely insane thinking about that type of hash rate out of a single CPU. But they're expensive. They're very expensive. Balls mining 7742 is 12.3 kilohash. Yes, on XMR or on Ghost Rider, yeah, it's about 12.3, which is about 3 5950Xs. So they mine about the same as 3 5950Xs, but they're doing it also at less power. But, you know, these CPUs, guys, are expensive. So expensive. G, like the X version without graphics. The X's have, for example, more L2 and L3 cache. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about X's and G's. And oh, the G's, the internal graphics ones, I believe. I think they're worse also. Vincent Gallo, 8K for a CPU that makes like $2 a day is expensive motherboards. Buy an ASIC. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, they're very expensive. That's what the whole point of this is. They're very expensive. But, you know, what if you know, let's see here. What if, can't remember what it is, but what if, you know, RTM hits $1? That 8K is going to be making you like mad bank. Same time, hash rate will move over, destroy the profits, and there we go. But who knows? You know, we're looking at bear market prices. It's funny. This is why normally, now this is not a normal bear run because we're not really at the bottom of the crypto winter yet. We have not seen the profitability drop on the coins yet. The market, I still think, is coming down. But in theory, usually bear market mining is the best time to mine because the hash rate leaves the networks and the difficulty drops because the coins are worth so less in fiat value that you can't cover power costs and stuff like that. So a lot of people leave the networks to, you know, stop mining. And this is when coins legitimately become the most profitable to mine because in the next bull run, they see huge price gains and then you make all that money back because there are no miners there. Now you come into a bull run, everyone sees the fiat value and they want to come back online and start mining for the fiat value. But in theory, you're making a lot less mining in a bull run than if you were mining in that bear market if all you care about is fiat value. You will make more. If you actually look at yields and everything, your yields are way up in a bear market versus a bull market because of the difficulty. But this is a little bit different. One, we're still early. We haven't seen miners fall off yet. Everyone's mining ETH and stuff as long as you possibly can before it's gone. And then, you know, we still might see the bottom of the market come in. I still think we're still probably going to see like 14K BTC by December or January or so. And then all the other coins will follow as well, obviously. And then we'll go sideways for a year or so. And then that's when, you know, that's when prime time mining really begins. But we also have the end of Ethereum, the merge coming up in a couple weeks. So obviously that's going to impact a ton of profits across the board. So we're going to see people falling off. There's a lot of things that's going to be happening over the next 2 years that has not happened in the past before, because this is crazy. We have so much hardware on the networks in terms of GPUs. We're still early into this crypto winter, this bear market, very, very early. And, you know, things are going to be interesting. RTM hits $1 and sell. Be very happy. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Bear markets are accumulation phases. Yes, Techman, exactly. Accumulate in the bear, sell in the bull. You can hodl forever, but if you hodl and never sell, you didn't make anything. It's worthless. It's sitting in your wallet, not doing anything. Now, until you sell it. Now, if we got a whole glimpse of this whole market and we were actually doing everything correctly as a miner, hardware sales, everything, when it moves in 2021, you probably would have been better off. Like, say you mined through the 2018, 17, 19 winters. You scooped up a lot of, cheap hardware at that time because miners were pulling off. Everything was super cheap. Like a B250 Mining Expert motherboard was $30 with a CPU with RAM. Scoop up a bunch of those, scoop up frames, scoop up hardware, mine through that. Bull run hits. Everybody wants hardware. Shortages everywhere. Do you know what you do? What we should have done? We don't buy rigs at that point. You should have sold your crypto. You should have sold all your hardware. You would have made times 10 on your hardware easily, even more from buying previously. And then you wait till now again. We wait. We're still waiting. Another year or two is when the prices are going to hit rock bottom, when the hardware will really be cheap. You scoop it all back up again. You get, 4, 5, 6 gigahash for what you would have paid for half a gigahash. And then you wait, you mine away, you wait till that bull market hits again, and you repeat, sell it all over again. If people really want to build rigs, they want all this, you sell your crypto, you make bank, and you could quadruple your farm every single time for less money. It's crazy thinking about that, but that is a strategy a lot of people do. People went out there and bought massive mining frames. That was their business. They bought up mining frames, motherboards, everything in those times and sold them in the bull run. Why? Because they made like times 10 of what they paid. They made mad bank on everybody trying to build rigs at this point. So keep these little things in mind on how everything's going around. But again, like I said, moving into the next market, I don't think it's going to be as big as a bang in the next bull run. We're going to see nice new all-time highs for sure. But I don't think the profitability is going to be there like we've seen with Ethereum unless we see like, $900 flux. And $900 flux is only going to be as profitable as Ethereum currently is. So we need like $1,500 flux in the next bull run. We need like $4,000 ergo in the next bull run to be as profitable as potentially the previous bull run. That's insane prices to think about. That's why I don't think we're going to see as miners come back into the next bull run, and why we will be profitable again, but not as profitable as everyone's used to, and some of you guys are hoping for. This is how I see the future of mining kind of playing out. Yes, profitability will come back. It's just not going to be what you probably are hoping for it to be. So, yeah. What about flux nodes? I'm not a big fan of any nodes, really. RTM actually nodes, they pay what, 30, 35%, but flux nodes, you're getting 6-7%. Furo, you're getting whatever percent. Nodes are good. They're a good investment in terms of, locking it up, helping secure the network. You're getting slight coins. If the price pumps up to 1,000, yes, you're getting your 5 flux per month. That could work out to be $5,000 or $5 if flux hits, or I guess, no, if it hits $1,000, that's $5,000 a month. That would be absolutely insane thinking about it. But I think if you are like a skilled trader, you'd be making 1,000x more trading that than you would in a Flux node. But Flux is a nice, safety measure. Get a little bit back for helping secure the network. In terms of profitability, it's not in a node. But yeah, that's just me. You guys ever hear of just oh, that's hilarious. Nope, never heard of the guy. Who's that? Who's that guy? He's that one where they say he like has nice hair or something. Is that guy? I don't know. I think I might have heard that name before. Oh, crazy. Careful with generators. You need line conditioners or you'll fry your equipment. Yes, generators. And, that's a big thing because I worked on drilling rigs. We dealt with generators. We have 2 or 3 light plants. Each one was like, I don't even know. They're huge. They ran off like big D8 cat engines. Like they gave out a lot of power to run your drilling rigs. But yeah, you got to definitely watch your hertz. There's a lot of things you got to watch. If you start noticing that, like that's motor hand's job, and that is you're taking care of all the motors and stuff. So you got to watch your hertz. You got to keep it at 60 hertz. If you notice that engine is starting to die and you don't swap over to the other gen or something fast enough, your hertz will start to drop. At the same time as it's spiking revs, it might increase that hertz. So you got to have it at the right throttles in order for it to maintain the same hertz. We have too much, too less, you're going to melt stuff, blow stuff up. It's insane. So running generators could be very dangerous on your mining equipment. Now, this is what they do when they're running off flared gas and stuff, is they have all these, high powered generators inside these little skid shacks on these drilling rig sites, burning flared gas and whatnot. But you're really got to keep an eye on your hertz and everything, or you will destroy your equipment, and it'll happen fast. So that's one thing to keep up with, the generators and stuff. What do we got going on here? You guys, okay, we went through that. Coinbase, $12 fee to sell 800. What? Oh my gosh, that's insane. $12. Yeah, that's where they get you. A lot of these main centralized places, like crypto.com, actually, like I use them for a lot of things. But when you actually sell to your bank account, it takes 12 hours to turn any crypto that they support into fiat. And once you do that, it gets there. Like the next day, it's in my account. And there's 0 fee. They don't charge that fee. The only time they charge that fee is if you pull out of their wallet. So if you're taking, say I want to go to exchange to swap it to something that they don't support or something, you have that minimum fee of 0.00 whatever ETH that they charge. Coinbase, all of them do this. But when you're actually going into your fiat value, there's 0% fee. So that's one reason why I actually really like crypto.com. I wish they would start supporting more of the POW coins, but they don't, at least not in Canada. In the States, I believe they have some other ones. I believe KDA is there, but it's not here in Canada yet. It's grayed out saying coming soon, but I really enjoy that platform. On top of that, they got the Visa, and I use that Visa for everything. Like seriously, Amazon, this, power prices, all of it. I use my crypto for a lot of things. And, obviously that's going to change once the merge comes, because I'm not going to have any crypto to use. We're not going to be yielding anything that's going to cover power. So I'm GPU wise, things will be shut off. I'm going to have to really be extra active on the CPUs to keep things up and running, but interesting times ahead. Difficulty up 10x, decline profit, market dip another 50. It's a 20x loss. You see 20x on these mineable coins, very little innovation. Yeah, it's crazy. I think difficulty is going to be up more than 10x on some of these coins. Speaking of that, here's a little HIVE-OS chart. Look at this. This is just HIVE-OS. And I'm assuming it looks fairly close to the same on any platform that you're using, but 81% of miners on Hive is in Ethereum. ETC is in second with 3%. Then we got nice. Look at Ergo, 1.71%. Raptorium is at 1.4. Now that's CPUs, XMR, BTC. Look, Casper, we got 1%. Raven's only 0.79%. Seriously, what's this going to look like when 81% of the hash rate hits all these 0% and 1% and 2%? It's going to be insane. Absolutely insane just thinking about the difficulty spikes. And this is only HIVE-OS. There's still other platforms out there. I'm pretty much guessing their platform percentages is looking pretty close to this as well. You might have a different coin. You might have Ergo and Flux or something swapped around. But, there's a massive over in Ethereum coming into this. So things are definitely going to be crazy later on. Now, a lot of people have been saying, guys, you know what? I've been moving over. Let's take a look at some hash rate. Let's start with the Ethereum hash rate. Let's go to Ethereum hash rate. Throughout Twitter world and stuff, everyone seems to be like, I'm done with Ethereum. We're done. I'm mining something else now. No more ETH. That's the wrong one. Is this one working? There, you can see it there. So no more ETH. We are down a little bit, so that's actually nice through the month here, week. If we go to the averages on Etherscan, it's probably still around 9 something. But let's take a look on, Ergo hash rate. Let's take a look at good old Ergo hash rate. How many miners moved to Ergo? Oh, look at that. We actually see an increase. How is this a big increase? So if we average it out, so around here is pretty much the average. These are the peaks. So we're going to go with, I guess, this peak here. So we're hanging out. So 19 terahash. We are now up to 26 terahash. That's not very much at all. Think about it. 19 to 26. That's not even 10 terahash. That's what? 19? That's 7 terahash in Ergo hash rate. Coming off Ethereum, that's about 3.5 at Ethereum hash rate coming here, because most is NVIDIA's. You pretty much double your hash rate. So say 100 terahash, that's 10% of Ethereum moves here. That's 200 terahash worth of Ergo hash rate. We have not seen any hash rate move over yet. Zero. If you're complaining that some of your profits may have dropped now, you haven't seen anything yet. Get ready for 80% profit drops. Like, things are going in crazy. Anyway, Ergo hash rate up a little bit. In reality, it's not up much at all. This is nothing compared to what it is going to go up to. Now let's take a look at Flux hash rate. Actually seen there, kept saying how they're getting such good hash rate. That means the coin's going to be awesome. What also, one more thing brought up is someone asked, is there going to be a lot of sell pressure on Ethereum once POW or once the proof of stake goes through? Ethereum has so many users. I think they're the least worried about sell pressure. I think sell pressure due for miners needing to cover power costs. If I was Flux, I would be worried. If I was Ergo, I would probably be worried, because there is going to be a lot of sell pressure moving to these. Personally, myself, I use my crypto to pay for my power. I am creating sell pressure on these coins. So that's if I end up mining. If they're profitable, they're not going to be profitable. So I'll probably have my GPUs off. So that's less sell pressure coming from me. But look at, we have Zelhash here at 2.2 megasouls. 2.2. Let's go to the month here. We have seen an uprise, but it's not up that much. It started going up about August 12th. That's a month ago. It is hard. This is hardly any hash rate. 2.23 megasouls. How much is that in terms of hash rate on Ethereum? Let's find out. 2.3 something megasouls. How many 3070s would that be? Actually, let's do 3080s because it makes it easier to kind of understand. 3080, where are you? So we need 2 point some. Let's try 1,000. That is Zelhash. Hash rate 79,000. Okay, that's way too many. That's way too many, guys. Let's try 50. That's 3 gigahash. Oh, this is gonna be too hard to do. Too hard to do. I won't be able to figure it out right now. But regardless, it's not very much hash rate has came to these networks. So if you think profits are dropping now, that's not very much at all. Oh wait, something happened here. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Someone said something. Whitetail mining was timed out. What'd you say, whitetail mining? What did I miss? What's going on here? Okay, guess it doesn't matter. Scrolling up. How much of that 81% is just going to turn off for a month or two? Of what? Okay, that 81% will distribute among 5 major coins max as the dust settles. I'm not sure. You got to remember, there's also a few things you got to realize. Some people are clueless. They don't even know the merger's coming. They don't know what's going to happen at the merge. So there's going to be probably 10 to 20% that are still mining a couple days later, going to Reddit saying, guys, how come I can't connect to the pool? It just went out. This happened. What happened? And it looks like, our time is going to happen around midnight, my time. So then you have the overnight and people are going to be sleeping. North America will be sleeping as the merge goes through. So initially, based on current time frame, could always change. But so the first 12 hours, we might not really notice much, but we're going to see things for sure. but everything's not going to move over. We might not know the full gist of it for a following week because we're going to have people trying to figure out resetting their rigs, going to Reddit, going to wherever, saying, why isn't my rig mining? My rig's down. We're going to have those people not realizing what's happening. There's other people that only check their rigs like maybe once a week. Like when I mine ETC and stuff sometimes, but I like to stay up to date on what's going on different coins. But I don't check it for like 2-3 days unless I get a notification saying, oh, your rig's been down for 20 minutes. Oh, okay, better check on it. But usually I don't check half the coins I'm mining at the time. And then, you know, I go in there and check it. So there's going to be people out there who's, oh, my rig's been down for a week. How come it hasn't been mining that? So we also got to include these other factors into what's going to happen with the hash rate after that. It's going to be very interesting times for sure. And then we'll have people complaining, oh, well, all right, hash rate left. And all of a sudden, why is the hash rate picking back up? Who's coming back online? Don't they know it's not profitable? You know, something like that. And then, oh, you know, it might be somebody that just realized that the merge happened, you know, 7 days later. That, you know, these things could happen. What do we got? I can see FBTC going down in the next 2 months. Yeah, I really think, like I always say, I'm not a trader. I'm looking at past what has happened in the past on the previous cycles. And every single time, December, January is when we hit the low. 1 year from the high is when the low usually happens, the bottom of the market. And it's usually 82 to 84%, which does put Bitcoin at 14,000 USD around December or January. Will this happen again this cycle? I have no idea, but it probably will because it has happened the other times as well. So these are things you gotta keep in mind. And then we go sideways for a good year or so. And then we slowly go up. We have our ups and downs in between there. But that's when the market, that's the real crypto winter. We're just sloping down into it with the odd things where people just don't want to realize that it's still coming. We're not fully in the winter yet. It is still coming. So this is why I do say it's going to be a year or two before we see ASICs, GPUs, and everything really rock bottom, especially after the merge, because people finally being like throwing in the towel, giving up. That's why I call this the great GPU reset. And because I don't think the next bull run, yes, we're going to hit all new all-time highs across the majority of all the coins that we love, but the profitability still won't be there depending on how many miners shut off. And we won't see that influx come back like we did in 2021 because we're not going to be making $14 a day again on a 3090. Maybe next time it'll be a 4090 when we're talking about it. We could be in the 6,000 series by the next bull run around 2025 or so. But you kind of see where I'm getting at. So GPU mining, everything will reset. It'll come to an all-time new low in hash rate. And I just don't see, and the reason why we will be profitable again in the future is because we won't see the influx as bad moving into it because the profits won't be there like it previously was. But yes, GPU mining will become profitable again. I don't know, I just froze up there. But you kind of get where I'm saying out there. Does that make sense to you guys? Understand kind of the way I'm rolling with this. But that's why personally myself, I don't make videos saying, I'm building another rig. I'm building this for Ergo. I'm building this for Ravencoin. I would not buy coin-specific GPUs at all because we don't know what's going to happen on the other coins. We don't know where the hash rate's going to settle. You need to find GPUs that's efficient and most all-rounded if you really want to try to survive this. And it's really going to come down to a power price. In theory, the hash rate will not fall below the average world power price in what it takes to mine, you know, at least break even. I think that power price is probably around 7 or 8 cents. So if it's because remember, some people have 30 cents in Europe. Personally, I'm at 15 cents Canadian. It works down to about 11 cents now at USD. It's been cheaper the past couple of months, which is weird. And then other people have free power or under 1 cent power. You add it all up somehow, find an average in power. That's probably around the 6-7 cent mark, which means that's break even across all the coins. That's where the hash rate will settle. So that means anyone with over 7 cents power, in theory, will not be profitable. They will have to shut off. Now, if they all got to shut off their rigs because they're not even making enough to pay for power, then obviously the difficulty will drop. And then that power price will slowly move up to maybe 8 cents and then 9 cents. And eventually, as more and more hash rate and miners quit, we see more profitability moving into 10 cents and 12 cents and so on, because there's not much hash rate left across these networks. And then it also comes down to, remember, a 3090 versus an A2000. The A2000s will be online a lot sooner than that 3090, just because it's a more efficient hardware. So it comes down to the hardware that you're mining with as well. This is how I see GPU mining playing out. I'm not saying it's just going to die and be gone. These coins need hash rate to survive. They just don't need as much hash rate that Ethereum has, or all the miners in terms of equipment have out here on the networks. So does this all kind of make sense to you guys? You guys understanding how I'm this is how I see everything playing out. And all I really see out there is I'm buying GPUs. GPUs look awesome because they're cheap, but they're not cheap yet. They're going to get a lot lower. And it's a good reason for it, because they're not going to be making anything for a very long time. All right. So there's my spiel there on everything. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to throw down. And you guys are realizing everything that's going on. Okay. Reported that guy. I don't even know what's going on. What's going on here? Crazy stuff is going on in the chat while I'm going on my spiels here, and I have no idea what's happening. Vincent Gallo, Rabid, you are right. How long until 3080s for $200? How long until you scoop up a 1280 3060 rig for $1,000? I don't know. Like I said, I think the best price, it all depends on the market. Like no one can tell the future. Nobody. We can just use our knowledge. Get your knowledge. Remember, always do your own research. Use what I tell you. Use what Panda tells you. Use what hobbyists, chump change. Use what everybody are doing in their own experiences, and just make your own decisions on your own. Do your own research. Figure out what's going on and do it for yours. But in terms, if it plays out the same way as previously, I would say the best time to get your hardware and when it's going to be the cheapest would be 2024. That's if the market plays the same, just before the next bull run hits. Now remember, the BTC halving is coming up in 2024. So the bear run, the bull market could slowly start ramping up towards the end of 2024, but I don't think it's going to peak till sometime in 2025. So sometime early to mid 2024, after we've had, a couple years of rock bottom crypto winters, sideways training, the odd little ups and downs, but people have quit mining. They've gave up. This is when everyone's trying to sell. Hardware's been sitting on the used markets for a while. This is when the prices will be at its lowest, and that's when you go to pick up your hardware. So that's kind of how I see this playing out based on the past. This is exactly how it played out. Look at 2019, 2020. Hardware is cheap, dirt cheap. Like, that's when I bought up those. I got 2 or 3 B250 mining experts, all with CPU, RAM, everything ready to go for $30 Canadian. That's like what, $20 USD or something? In the bull run, they're up to like $600-700 a piece with just for the motherboard. It's insane how the price changed, but that's the type of hardware levels you will see after people finally realize it's not profitable for such a long amount of time. And that's when you do go get your gear. And that's why I think if the market plays the same cycles like it has been, it's going to be 2024 is the best time for you to pick up your hardware. So that's that. That's just how I think it'll play out. Remember, it could happen sooner, it could happen later. We have no idea. Maybe we'll just spike to the next all-time high next week, for all we know, right? We have no idea, but I just don't think that's plausible, but you never know. Oh, I'm not a kid, and it doesn't matter which race any of us are. We are all miners. Be good. Yeah, everyone. Treat everyone with respect. Nothing, there's nobody's less equal than anyone else. No one's better or greater or under. Everyone's equals out here. We're all miners. We're all trying to figure out what to do, and we're just trying to get our information everywhere we can. Everyone respect each other. Hugo Down, thank you for the US $10. Epic fun. Come join the club. You got what? You got an Epic? Oh man, I'm so jealous. Okay, Hugo Down, I lied. He's better than me. He's got an Epic. Oh, Arcrypto, I still only have 20 series GPUs, waiting for the 30 series price to bottom before I consider getting more. 20 series are good. I believe those are they're the ultimate flux miners, aren't they? But I don't have any. But yeah, from what I hear from everyone else, they're amazing on Flux. So I'm assuming Flux is going to be one of your main next go-tos to try out. But yeah, 30 series will definitely be coming down. We're already seeing 30 series come down. 4070, explain, isn't the power spec highest? See, that's interesting. Now, it depends where you get your information. Now, if you're looking on gamer blogs, like I treat the same thing with CPUs. If you're listening to gamers, PC gamer, video cards, stuff like that, yes, those things are going to be using insanely amounts of high power. You got to realize how they work. So there's a discussion going on, the thing between AMD and NVIDIA, and it sounds like, again, it's all rumors. I don't know the truth to it, but to kind of answer that question, I always get into these big rants about things. So it sounded like AMD was winning the next gen in GPU. Somehow all these guys have spies. It's like a Cold War with the AMD and NVIDIA and everyone. So anyway, AMD sounded like they were doing good. They're always tweaking their tech, doing new things. You know, they're adding those extra GPU chips just like they do with their CPUs into their GPUs and stuff now. So it's awesome. But they're doing all this. They're tweaking it. They're efficiently, you know, they're efficiently tweaking their cores and everything for their GPUs. Now, NVIDIA caught wind of this through secret CIA spying or something. Whatever they do, I don't know. However they do it. Maybe they shared notes. I doubt it. But all of a sudden they found out, oh my gosh, okay, AMD sounds like they're doing something pretty amazing and we're kind of behind here. So what does NVIDIA answer back with? They say, all right, you know what? We're going to beat them. We're just going to crank up our overclocks here. So the NVIDIA 4000 series are pretty much, there's slight increases in bandwidth and bus and everything over everything else, but they majorly tweak their boost clock for the gamers. So they're going to be boosting in the high ranges. Now, if you follow any of my CPU mining videos, what happens when you start boosting your stuff? You start burning a lot of power for minimal gains in terms of mining. So these cards, because as miners, we don't run into boost clocks. We don't boost, we undervolt, underclock stuff. The 4000 series may still be decent for mining. Now, they're not going to be a big upgrade from the 2000 to the 3000 like we see with things, but they're going to probably be an upgrade. But they won't be using the power like the 600 TDP will probably be running at like 300, 250 watts. You know, maybe around 3090 levels or something, slightly higher, but we'll have increased gains. So we're not going to be witnessing these massive efficiency needs. Now, they're probably not going to be as efficient, but again, you know, the 30 or the 4060s, 4070s may be okay. We don't know until they come out and we try stuff out. But we're not going to be utilizing massive power like gamers will be in this case. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit of sense to you guys out there. Power limit on 4000 series probably still good for mine. Yeah, exactly. You run a lock core clock, drop the power limits, you know, it's probably going to be good. You're going to get a little extra increase. It's all in that boost clock. They're just boosting their up, and that's why they need such high TDPs and bigger power supplies, is because they're going to be using a lot of power in the boost ranges, and we're not going to be boosting these GPUs for mining, right? Thank you very much, TechMap, for the $10 Threadripper fun. Get that 7742. I know. I want that 7742 so bad. So bad. It's going to be insane. I'll wait to see what new AMD cards can do in terms of efficiency. Yeah, for sure. And if you guys haven't heard, I'm sure most of you have by now. Flux was working with, was it Team Red Miner? Probably. I'm assuming it was. But anyway, a miner for the AMD cards. And they're getting a 20% boost in hash rate. I don't know what the power consumption is. Now, if they're getting a 20% boost in hash rate and a 20% boost in power consumption, obviously, I don't think that's worth it. You need a 20% boost in hash rate at the same power. That's good. Now, AMD also needs a boost for Ergo. So maybe Team Red Miner should get a hold of Ergo and try to figure this out as well, because they definitely need a boost on Ergo, and because they're getting outperformed by NVIDIA GPUs. How much is the motherboard for the 7742? Too much. Like $1,000 maybe? I don't even know. You know what? Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Let's go to eBay. I just want to see if what's going on here. Epic 7742. Oh my gosh. What is this? Can't find it. All right, so here's a 7742er. And I'm just gonna scroll down to, okay, best price, go lowest price, shipping, bam. All right, let's have a look-see at these. So here's a 7742 64 core, $1,000 for the thing. Slightly used demo system. Now, things we got to look for, lock sockets. There's a lot of ESs and QSs. Those are how do you say it? Pre-release. So they're test, like here, see the ES test version? So these are testing versions of the CPU before they were actually released as the 7742. Which means they may or may not even hit the clocks that they're supposed to hit. So it's really iffy. And then you got to make sure they work. But look at these prices. Now let's just get down to, where's motherboards and stuff. Scrolling through. Okay, they're getting up here in price. We're definitely getting up here in price now. Okay, here's a complete system. $5,700 with RAM. AMD EPYC 7742, 64 core, 256 gigabytes of RAM. With the motherboard for $5,700 Canadian. Oh, $5,100 Canadian. So here's everything in one. That's expensive. China has scammed you a few times. That sucks. Where do we set that? Let me see. Where do we set this? Set North America. See, I don't use eBay like ever, so I don't know how to operate this situation. How do I change it? Item location. North America. All right. What do we got here? North America. Expensiveness. Nothing complete. Oh, great. There's one there. Let's see. Epics, whatever. Motherboard. Let's try motherboard. Item location. North America. $1,400 for a motherboard here. Now that's if you find a compatible EPYC CPU. If you have a lock CPU, it's not going to work. So you need the CPU that matches. 3,600 for 36. Oh, 36 here. These are Canadian prices. Well, that says ships from China. How do I have this in North America and it's still shipping from China? But look at that. How can China ship stuff for $3? If I was to send something to my neighbor, it's going to cost me $40. But you can ship from China for $3. I don't know. They're insane, guys. They're expensive, but 7742 is good on which coins? All of them. All of the coins. It's an EPYC. It's good on every freaking coin out there. You got 64 cores to deal with. Oh, that's insane. Did you make some good points? I see most of it with the arguments, but yeah, you made very good points there last night, Hawk. Very good points. I was going to contact you this morning before the live stream, but I didn't know. I don't even know how you set up multi-streaming with people. I did that one with Max Voltage a while ago, but yeah, I want to have Hawk on the show here one day. Maybe we can do a Q&A together with you guys and talk about things. Hawk is doing some server hosting if you guys are unaware. Be sure to check that out if you're looking for that. It takes 3 months to arrive. What takes 3 months to arrive? Ordering stuff from China? Oh, and you pay $3 ship and it takes 3 months to arrive. That makes sense. It's like they're taking it across the ocean on a paddle boat. And then they get lost in a hurricane and then just never heard from. You have a T17 only spitting out discarded shares. Do you know how to fix that? Your T17 is spitting out discarded shares. What's the temperatures like on it? Maybe give it a cleaning. Try a different firmware maybe. I don't know. I've never had a T17, so I don't really know. That's a Bitcoin miner though, isn't it? Isn't that a BTC miner? 3 months plus custom duties and taxes. Yeah, the customs. That's the other issue. That's the other part. That adds on to the whole fee of an EPYC CPU. Any questions there? What do we got? Yeah, let's do it. See, Hawk's in. He wants to do a Q&A with you guys over here one day. It'll be fun. T17 is SHA-256 miner. I bet you're wrong. Difficulty too low, most likely. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's have a look at the T17. Where's ASIC miner value? Peek, see, take a peek. Bam. Bam. All right, here we go. T17, is it on here? Oh my gosh. What is your power price, buddy? Okay, Let's just go to this group. What's your power price? At 12 cents, you're negative something in the hole. So these things, 40 terahash for 2200 watts. Ah, that is not efficient. May of 2019. That's insane. Oh yeah, how's the poll doing? Still on ETH. Yeah, we better end this poll. It's been an hour long, 211 votes. 53% of you guys are still on Ethereum. Well, 47 says, nope, I'm out of here. I'm on to different coins. You're at 4 cents per kilowatt hour. You probably don't have to worry about nothing. Let's check out 4 cents per kilowatt hour. Bam. Oh, I was like, what? Did it just go to $80? T17. Oh, you're look at that. It went from minus $4 to positive $2. Look at how power price has such a big deal. That is insane. Absolutely insane. That's crazy. $2. Oh, wow. Negative $4 to, oh yeah, these things are profitable for you. See, this is where I mean, like, we don't know what's not profitable for me is obviously profitable for someone like that. I gotta say his name. So for Burley there, it's profitable for him. What's profitable for him is not profitable for me. So like, say the merge comes in. What is this? Uh-oh. I got an emergency alert. Hold on, guys. RCMP alert is extended to Manitoba and Alberta. A dangerous person alert is in place after multiple stabbing incidents reported September 4th. Alrighty. So, yeah, we got a dangerous person on the loose around here, potentially, within 3 provinces. But yeah, here we go. 4 cents. Crazy. Crazy. Now, let's just go back. Now, I'm actually at about 11 cents. Now, USD, 11 cents USD. So would this be profitable for me at 11 cents? No. Look at that. So there's no chance in living whatever I would be purchasing this to mine Bitcoin or anything because I am not going to make anything. But for him, he is making the same amount that I would be losing. So that is insane just thinking about that. So this is what you really got to cater in. You know, if you have the question, who would be putting hash rate on this coin right now? It's not profitable. Well, there's your answer. Someone with 4 cents is putting hash rate on it right now with this miner. You know, same thing applies to GPUs. Someone with 4 cents is mining that coin because it's profitable for them. So we got to take the whole world into account here in terms of power price to see, you know, what is the average power price in terms of mining in general. And I really think that's going to sit around, you know, for the hash rate to level off is probably around the 7 or 8 cents. And anything above that may not be profitable until more hash rate falls off. But again, too soon to tell. Yes, a T17 is $5 per day pre-electric. Rent a place with electric included. Yes, you could definitely do that. But I wonder, I'm curious because I do hear that quite a bit. Oh, I'm renting this place, electricity included. So if you throw in a mining farm and all of a sudden the property owners are like, hey, you're using about $2,000 worth of power here. We got to start charging you power. Now, there's an in and an out on that. One is if you signed a contract and it said for 1 year, everything's included, in theory, you're good. But if it doesn't say you're locked in for that and it's not a contract, it's just like a lease or they could change it at any time, that's bad. So it's very interesting. You definitely got to be in there. Make a deal and share some crypto. Yeah, you could definitely do that as well. T17, that is anyone's guess at this point. There must be a clause in there to protect against overusage. Yeah, that's what I mean. There has to be something there because I can't see if, like, you know, you're spending $600-700 in rent, but your electric bill is about $2,000-3,000. What's going on here? Something is not adding up. At the same time, you got an apartment or something, you don't really have the power capacity to run that much. And that's where, you know, that's where the Ipollo miners and stuff really come in. I think, you know, if you have a big mining farm, you know, you're probably ordering like E9s or you got a big GPU farm or something. But someone in an apartment building, those mini Ipollo miners, those little KD boxes, something like that are quiet and don't use any power, they're perfect for a quiet at-home miner. Regardless if you say, you know, it's a garbage miner or something, it's something someone can use to mine, and it's efficient at what it does. So everything has a use case throughout the world, and you know where you are. Y'all see Noxa hit a penny? Yes, DJ, but I think it's being manipulated. He's probably laughing or shaking his head now. Why do you say that? What are your thoughts on this, DJ Minds? Let us know. Let us know. Hilarious. What do we got here? You rent and come with all your rigs. Yeah. Room rent power. RabidMining, what is good at Kapow? Both in terms cost per GPU to hash rate efficiency will likely be a lot of Kapow forks. Yeah, there probably will be a lot of Kapow forks actually. But A2000s are good, 3060s are good. The smaller GPUs are usually pretty good in terms of efficiency on those. Now, actually, let's have a look at this. It's very interesting. I don't know if I'll disclose anything. Thoughts? I'm happy. My $3 I mined a while back is worth 50 now. I'm just gonna hold and time to get tiny breaks. It happens. It's a lot of play for me. Yeah, good. But I'm gonna run this through and see what DJ Minds thinks about this. He's a stock guy, crypto guy. He looks at charts. He knows what's going on. I don't. Uh-oh, it's gone. Where's mining pool stats? Gotta go back to it now. All right, DJ, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Now, if this was happening in, say, a stock market, what would you call it? Neox. What the? Neoxa. All right, so say something like this popped up in the stock. I don't know. Would this be considered a little bit of manipulation or something? Potentially. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the terms and how this stuff works. But looking at this, so here we are. We're hanging out. We got Neoxa here. It's pumping like crazy the past couple of weeks. Yes. Now, as we know, it's been 51% attacked. So in order to move coins, coins to exchanges moved up to 720 confirmations, which is 12 hours. So at the time of a coin pumping, if you were to send coins now, it would get there in 12 hours, which means you probably missed a pump or something. But that's not really what's going on here. We're talking about TaxBit. It's been pumping ever since TaxBit here got listed. So since it got listed, and today in the 24 hours, it's been $1.6 million. And, you know, Trade Ogre has some decent volume and stuff too. But every day, it's always been TaxBit here that has majority of that. But the thing is, you can only buy on that exchange. You can sell the coins that you buy, but nobody can send coins to that exchange right now in order to sell. And that is where all the volume is. They're not even opening up. It's going to be the 6th or the 7th when they're actually allowed. So all your coins you mined right now, if you wanted to sell right now, you couldn't sell. You could sell them on Trade Ogre, yes, but you cannot sell them where all the volume is on TaxBit. You'll send it there and there's no wallets yet. So you got to wait till the 6th when they actually opening up coins coming in. So let's just kind of find out where is Neoxa here. We can look at their plus minus. What is this? Crypto rents. What is that? Scrolling up. So here's their announcement. So the Neoxa integration on xt.com is now complete and we have listing date. Deposits on September 6th. You can finally deposit your Neoxa onto this exchange. That hasn't happened yet. You can start trading it on September 7th. That hasn't happened yet. So on the 7th is when we'll either start seeing 12 hours after you start sending your coins there if Neoxa is going to hold its price or not. So I really think if all this was opened at the initial pump, we probably wouldn't have seen the levels it's at right now, because based on all the volume, this is all buys and you're not able to send your coins there to sell. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Again, I don't know anything about all this, but if this was happening, you know, somewhere else, I feel like this is a lot of manipulation kind of going on. Is that, maybe I'm wrong? Maybe DJ Minds could fill us in on that operation. Okay, anyway, there were some questions here. I wanted to look at something else and I forgot what it was. I always get distracted and veer off in the left field. It's crazy, huh? We're all over the place. All right, so what were we talking about here? It's so difficult to say with crypto, in my opinion, especially with a baby coin like Neoxa crypto. Yeah, it doesn't take much to pump the price, that's for sure. But that's a lot of volume, 1.6 million. That's definitely a good sign. But I just see it as you can only buy, and the people that are selling there, like they're making money. They're day traders, buying, selling, because that's all you can do there. You have to buy there to sell your coins there. So I believe that exchange alone is really manipulating the market for everyone else, thinking, oh my gosh, look at Neoxa, it's pumping, I'm gonna go sell or something, and then you're like, oh wait, I can't even sell there. And that's where all the volume's happening. What's going on? Could be community influencer hype, but I hear you on that. Yeah, so that's why I think it's very interesting. We'll really start to begin to see the value of Neoxa on the 7th or the 8th. So later on in the week, we'll see where the price stands, and then I think we'll really get an idea of, is it a pump or is it a manipulation at that point? They're giving you a deposit address. Yeah, they might have it. Like, I don't know. Like, your deposit might not show up there till the 7th or something. I don't have any Neoxa, honestly, so I don't know what to do. I would test one coin to see if it works. That'd be an interesting test, actually. After seeing that data you showed, it's crazy to think that 100K investment could move Neoxa up. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. 100K, isn't that like 1 point? Where is it? That's like 1 million, wasn't it? Wasn't the volume 1 million? Yeah, it's 1.6 million is the volume. Look at that. 1.6 million. That's a pretty big spike there on an exchange. That's a lot of buys coming in. So I don't know. Oh, you meant 100,000. Okay, but yeah, Trade Ogre sells 127,000. So I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how to follow this market stuff, but I'm just telling everyone that thinks, I'm mining Neoxa, I want to go buy some. I'd wait until we see. Maybe you missed the boat. Maybe it'll spike in the end of the week. That could happen too. I don't know. It's crypto, guys, but I think we need to wait to see what's actually going on before you do something, before you pull the trigger on something. No one knows how to do this market stuff. Yeah, we're all just guessing. Best case scenario, roll the dice. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. And then hopefully we win big. What'd you do in 2018? What'd you do? You did something in 2018. Anyone else filling up their ETC bags? I'm really thinking about it. I'm wondering, like I said, it's still up in the air. Like, if the market is still set to hit bottom around the end of the year, like, when's the best time to do it? Obviously, we're going to see new all-time highs moving into the next bull market. So now is just as good a time as ever. But, if you want to be greedy as much as you can, do you wait and risk it, or potentially miss out? A lot of things. But I'm really thinking about putting some into ETC also. Swapping a bunch of that ETH over. I'm also thinking about swapping a bunch of ETH into Raptorium to see what happens there. I'm curious to see if that thing will spike to 8, 10, 20 cents in the next run. That'll be pretty insane if it does. But yeah, I don't know. Make your own decisions. Look at all the info and decide. Honestly, I think in a 6-year, 2-cycle run, so a 6-year thing, 6-7 years, I really believe Ergo and Flux are going to see massive gains within 2 cycles from what they're currently sitting now. For sure, they're going to be at way new all-time highs. Definitely a lot of potential happening there. But yeah, could be interesting stuff. ETC to 2K, I'll be really happy. Oh, can you imagine? Seriously, guys, if ETC hit 2K, miners would not have to worry about anything. It's going to be profitable. Oh. Am I currently mining RTM? Sometimes. I got a CPU strategy, and I'm mining something different pretty much every couple days. And it's the same strategy I'm going to have to move forward to with my GPUs. Is you're going to have to watch the networks. You're going to have to realize how the networks actually perform. We talked about Ergo earlier today, guys. Ergo, I strongly believe 100% that the first 2 days after the merge is going to be the most profitable coin to mine because of the way the difficulty adjusts. After those 2 days, it's going to turn into the worst profitable coin. And you're going to have to keep bouncing around. Play the Ergo game as the hash rate goes up, because it's going to take 2 days for the Ergo hash difficulty to adjust up. And then once the hash rate falls off, it's going to take 3 or 4 days for that difficulty to come back down. So you got to play the game right. You got to bounce around these coins. But Ergo is definitely going to be a highlight in playing the game properly. Nobody expect ETH hitting 4K. No, not really. But at the same time, ETH has so many users. Users, guys. Users. Like, oh, ETH is such a huge ecosystem. And if the merge and everything, it goes through smoothly and it's good and they have no issues in, a couple months, it's going to explode into new all-time highs. There's nothing we can, if you're a disgruntled miner and you want it to die, you're just saying that. It's going to explode to new highs if everything does good. Now, if it gets downtime and goes out like Solana or something did for 8 hours or 2 days, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, and that will definitely hurt Ethereum. So that's a different scenario altogether. But if everything goes smooth, ETH will probably explode. Ergo spiking right now. Might put monkey wrench into that theory or might not, as is so much hash rate to adjust slowly. Yeah, it's very true. Like, it's a lot of hash rate to adjust slowly. It's going to move up, but it moves very slowly. I think Ergo definitely, they need to fix their difficulty. Obviously, it's not going to happen anytime before the merge, but you can play the game in terms of, if you think of a flash bot, think of a mining flash bot. It's like set rigs, mine Ergo at the merge. 2 days later, move to something else, and then schedule a reminder 4 days, mine Ergo again. Like, it's going to be something like that. If, Ergo will probably, profitability will be bouncing on it like crazy due to the way the difficulty explodes. And people don't realize how some of these chains work. You really got to understand this, because there's going to be people mining Ergo and be like, oh, my profitability is down, I'll just hang out, or I love Ergo or whatever. Or they're still mining on it, not realize that the difficulty spiked because they just looked at it the day before and thought it was good. But now everyone left the network, but for the few people that are still on it, the difficulty is still going to be way up there because it adjusts so slowly. So now, as it takes 4 days to come down, people are seeing, okay, we're about that time frame. Now the guy mining is like, okay, awesome, profitability's coming up. And then all the hash rate hits it again. And then you have another day or two of, maybe profitability. And then the difficulty will adjust again. It's crazy. Lithium slowly coming back from the dead. What coins do you think that will have more profitable on CPUs with all this scenario? It's every day it's changing. Like, let's look. All right, where's my sheets here? Hold on. Let's have a look here. So I gotta go into this, click on this. You guys want to look at the CPUs currently? I'll bring it up. All right, I need that. Oh, not slides. I don't have any slides. Stop it. All right, CPUs right here. And I'm also going to open up the GPUs, I guess. GPUs. Open. All right, so here's the CPUs. I ran some more numbers this morning, so I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I'll go big. So as for CPUs, this morning, I was seeing VCOX was at 90 cents per 3900X currently right now. So we got 90 cents per 3900X. Like I said, 90 watts or so, you're using about 30 cents power. So we're about 60 cents profits right now on VCOX currently. If you were to sell it all the time, remember, sell it, move it to Bitcoin, do whatever you got to do, or you can hold it. This has not seen a bull run yet, but look at that. It's only paying $400 to miners. That's not very much money, especially when you look at the GPU coins, but it's still making 90 cents. Why? Because you got to look at the hash rate numbers versus how much the coin mines, current price of the coin on its blocks being distributed in coins per day. We're getting 90 cents per 2.5 kilohash or 2,500 hashes on that. Obviously, I think a 39, let's try 3 kilohash here. Let's go 3 kilohash. That's $1.08. So now you can see $1.08 at 3 kilohash is about a 5950X. That's not too bad. We got Duro coming in at 63 cents currently right now. We got Avian. Now, a lot of people forgot about Avian. Avian has actually been a little sleeper there because a lot of hash rate pulled off of it. Now, it is down to 60 cents today. Yesterday, Avian was one of the most profitable coins of mine. It was sitting around 90, 95. Was it 85? No, 85 to 90 cents. So that's pretty good. There is another right here. Oh, here's the winner right here. We got Urbis. Look at that. Urbis. It's only paying $220 a day to miners, but it's paying 95 cents on a 3900X. Why? Because the hash rate left the network. That's where I say, I keep telling you guys, you gotta pay attention to the blockchains, pay attention to the hash rates, what's going on. This is where the game begins. You know, this coin may be horrible today, but tomorrow, as everyone goes away, I check my sheets. Everyone's leaving the network, and there's Rabid there with a big smile. See you guys. Oh, sorry, the profits suck. And then I come in behind and reap up the profits because you guys all left. This is how the game is just beginning. Mining is going to turn into a massive game, and you just got to learn how to play it better. And something like this helps you out. So you can see here, you look at Eurobits, be like, oh, this is a garbage coin, but it's almost paying $1 a day on a 3900X. The same situation is going to come into the GPU mineable coins. Everyone's going to be fighting over Flux, Ergo, and all these coins out there. You can mine a no-name garbage coin. If it doesn't have the hash rate and it's paying out enough per miner, mine the coin, sell it, swap it into Bitcoin or Flux or something for the future bull run, and you're good to go. So kind of keep this, these aspects in mind. And that's what I can say. I bring this up time and time again. Like, crypto mining is a game, guys, and the game is just beginning. Think of when Ethereum's here right now or in the past. We're all in, the tutorial mode. Point and click, we're good to go, we're making money. Well, once the merge goes through, we're all getting upgraded to level expert. We're on the last level now. So we're going to see who's going to survive after this. So does that make sense? Is this stuff making sense to you guys? Sell 10K. Yeah, exactly. The price is going to tank. Vincent Gallo, you're 100%. You sell 10K Avian, the price is going to tank. But these are things you got to look at on the exchanges as well. Let's just do a quick VCAX thing, for example. Let's go VCAX. I'm going to showcase here how I look at things when I do things. So we're going to VCAX. Exaggerate. Let's say I wanted to sell 200,000 coins right now. You got to realize how orders work. Right now, you can see the price is down. So it's not looking good today. Today is a bad day to sell VCOX, but you got to pay attention, hold your coins, sell in the right days. But a couple of days ago, I was up here. There was orders in here for like 300, 400,000. So you got to remember, say your 300,000 buy is right here. So if you want to market sell, and you have about, say, 300,000 coins, and you have a guy here with, like, say, 300, 400,000, all these, like, 50,000, 20,000, stuff like that. You're going to eat through all these prices till it ends at this guy right here. So when I calculate my profitability, I calculate it based on the coins that I'm going to mine per day and sell at that day. So I would use this price right here as the bottom, and I will be slightly more profitable eating through this. So yes, if you look at the current price and you sell for that, you're gonna crash the market. But when I look at it, when I'm selling it, I'm looking at the price down here, knowing that I have the market volume to sell that amount of coins. So when I do my calculations, it's based on the price down here, based on the coins that I'm gonna mine. So does that kind of make sense to you? That's another part of the game, realizing how much it's going to cost you to sell that. And like, if I was to sell my VCOX right now, I'd eat through every single thing here, and it's going to drop down to about right here to sell my coins. Actually past that, here's 100K right here. So it's going to gobble up all of those. But so I would set my profitability at this price, and then all this little extras like added bonus on top of that. But that's how I kind of get my estimations in how profitable will I be for the day. Okay, yeah, anyway. Who's the final boss? I run into problems trying to find places to swap the... See, the mining pool stats has everything for you in theory. Like, here's VCOX. This is where you can sell the coins right here. It has the exchanges for you guys right there. Let's look at something else. So what coin should we look at? I don't even know. Think of a coin. Let's go to Duro, I guess. Where can you sell Duro? Hey, look, we got Trade Over, we got KuCoin, we got CoinX, we got Stex. Like, here's all the exchanges. You can see the volume on the exchange at the time. Now, some of these look bad. Like, some of them might say, oh, there's only $60 volume. That's okay. If no one's mining it and there's $60 worth of volume, I'll take $60 in a day. Wouldn't you? Who cares what the volume is? Who cares what's going on? Do the numbers right. Look at the stuff. What other people think as a bad thing and you see opportunities will keep you profitable while everyone else is losing money. These are some of the tactics and stuff you got to utilize, especially now. as CPU miners, we're used to this. These are things we've been doing. We've been swapping around a lot of time, trying to keep the profits up. But GPU miners, they're going to have to start adapting this type of mentality and moving around and being very active, or they're going to be left behind. There's no ifs, ands, ways about it. All right, guys. So hopefully, oh my gosh, we've been here for a while. Throat's getting a little on the dry side, but I appreciate everybody for showing up for this live stream, and I will see you guys on the next one. Rabid out.